Bested by mere humans. Twice. But know this, the dark cannot be erased, for without it, light cannot exist. My body may die, but my spirit shall live on. I shall endure. Light, foul light, hideous! Why do you burn so bright?
It's over. It's really over this time. The last great evil is gone. Our world is safe at last.
What began with Erdwin and his companions so long ago finishes here today, with us.
What are you looking so serious for? We should be celebrating. I get it. You're thinking of her, aren't you? You want to go and help her. Well, what are we waiting for?
You have come again, wanderers. And you have succeeded in your quest. Shadows no longer hang heavy over the land. Evil has been banished from Erdrea. But if this is so, why have you returned? What brings you here now, when all is as it should be at last?
Art thou... Thou wouldst have me return there? Thank you, Luminary.
I hope she finds him.
She just disappeared. Why can't I shake the feeling this has all happened before?
So, yeah, looks like we've got a new outfit for one, and we're alone with Gemma, but we have defeated Calasmos, and we have saved, sent back, Serenica, which leads me into a whole other host of questions, like, is everything we've done in Act 3 a sort of alternate universe, and the Act 2 people are still, the Act 2 party is still actually there, living their lives as expected, we just upped and disappeared? And everything goes on in that. Are we just living in an alternate timeline and it's just branched off? Is that the same that's going to happen to Serenicas? Because we're still here. We've still got the swords of light. Still got a well equipment. So anything? Any clues? I have actually no idea. Timey-wimey wibble-wobble things, I suppose. Hello, Gemma. Day has been saved. The morning has come again. Hello, Sandy. So, what are we looking for? Are we just wandering around? Can we still do anything? Can we buy things? Yes, actually. Wonder if he's doing stuff with Mia. Can't buy anything. I suppose that's good in peace times. It's not that I want anything from there, but okay, so we need to go and talk to the mayor at some point. That doesn't surprise me. How are you doing, Noah and Connie? I wonder how that's working for you. Probably very well knowing you, Connie. Yeah, go ahead. Wait. You got married, Noah? I'm happy for you. I'm more happy for Connie, but I'm happy for you. funny, two girls wearing funny. That might be Serena and Veronica. Cooking? Yeah, of course you are. Anyone else going to be talking about? Anyone else we know? Or am I just sort of wandering around aimlessly? The answer is for that one is obviously yes, I'm wandering around aimlessly. So let's go speak to the mayor, then go back to Gemma. Yeah, and let's not forget about Amber. Yep, definitely is. Nothing really that special said by you guys either. Really, the main one has been Dirk, giving information about Eric. So unless there's anything down south, closer to the tour. I doubt there is. And I'm not going to go up to the tour because there won't be anything up there anyway. Not that this guy is going to let us, so anyone over here? Just one guy fishing? Yeah, let's go talk to Gemma quickly and then head over to the two girls at the gate. I can only assume it's going to be Serena and Veronica. Yep, Serena and Veronica.
Well, look who it is.
It's so nice to see you again. It feels like an age now since we defeated the Dark One, doesn't it?
Now, let's get down to business, shall we? We've been worried that your life might be lacking purpose now things have quietened down.
Do you remember the vision we saw some time ago? The one where Serenica and the Watchers sent Calasmos up to his prison in the sky? Well, afterwards, Serenica took the Sword of Light back to its rightful resting place in the heart of Yggdrasil, didn't she? So, we were thinking, what with the sword being such a symbol of Erdrea's newfound peace and everything, we should do as Serenica did. We should return it to the World Tree for safekeeping.
We know how attached to it you are, but we couldn't help thinking it would be safer with Yggdrasil. And besides, we wouldn't want you losing it, would we? So what do you say? Shall we take the Sword of Light back to where it belongs?
Nah.
Don't be like that. We can't have the most important weapon in the world rusting in a cowshed in cobblestone, can we?
Yes, we can.
Come on, I know you must be itching to get back on the road again. Stop being such a spoil sport. So what do you say? Shall we take the Sword of Light back to where it belongs?
Obviously, they're not going to let us go on any further unless we do. So, okay.
That's the spirit! Right, we're ready when you are, so just let us know when you want to set off.
I'm sure we won't be gone for too long, but it's quite a way to Yggdrasil and back. Why don't you go and say your goodbyes, and we'll wait here for you.
Also, which particular Sword of Light? The one that we got from there originally, or the one that's a little bit more powerful that we created? Let's go now and talk to Gemma. Let's go and tell her what we're doing. You got some future plans, Gemma? Well, I actually wouldn't put it past you, to be honest. Gemma's the only one we really needed to talk to, so let's get moving. Still some toggles here. And still just us in the party, so it's nothing. Nothing doing too much. Well, I say toggles, but are they toggles? They're sort of just the... Since those and the Darklings just look very alike, it's made me question a few things. Of course, I've got no answers, so it's just questions like, are they related? Is just one light and one dark? How related to time and the Dragon Quest series are they? Those sorts of things. But here we are at the heart of Yggdrasil for a third time. This time,
Coming here brings back a lot of memories, doesn't it? It's such a special place.
At first there was nothing. Then came the light. That's how the books of legend begin. The world was a cold, desolate wasteland. And then light dawned. It was the gift of the World Tree, and it gave birth to Erdrea, our beautiful home. This is where it all began. This is the source from which the river of life flows. I think it's time, don't you? Time to return the Sword of Light to its rightful resting place.
So you have come at last. Welcome, children of the light. I am the being your kind once called the Yggdragon. Yggdrasil and I are one and the same. Long, long ago, I did battle with Calasmos. I was defeated. My radiance was extinguished. I had been the source of all light. Without me, the world grew dim. Until finally, darkness reigned entirely. But that was not the end. The Watchers, my erstwhile comrades in arms, came to my aid. The time that had been torn from me was set in motion once again. I shed my old form and took on a new one. That of Yggdrasil. And I set about creating this world. How long have I waited for true heroes to appear and bring this story to an end? I could not defeat Calasmos. Nor could Erdwin before you. No, it fell to you to vanquish him once and for all. Luminary. You are the one. The savior of Erdrea. I hereby confer upon you the title of Erdrick. Mightiest of heroes. Know this, Erdrick. There can be no day without night. One day, The darkness will surely rise again. None can say when, nor what form it might take. Perhaps I myself may even succumb to the night. But one thing we can know for certain. These things will never die. Love and courage. Even should the worst come to pass, and darkness consume my soul, a hero will surely arise to take the sword in hand once more. And the echoes of that hero's valor shall ring through the ages.
So, in terms of timeline, are we actually seeing a prequel here because of that? Because this is the original Sword of Light that was taken up by everyone else, and the title of Erdrick, one that was maybe passed down to generations of heroes. That's my takeaway from it. To be perfectly honest, this seems like the original start of the Luminary, and all the heroes afterwards, the ones that took up the Sword of Light, or the Sword of Kings as it was called in a number of places as well. This is actually where it all began. This is where they got the title of Erdrick and their names and the Sword of Light. In terms of Act 3, though, I still feel there's a little controversy about it, on going back just to save Veronica. It all worked out in the end. Really, we saved pretty much everything. But it still feels wrong. And I said about after we completed Act 2, after we defeated Mordugan, that the fighting, there was pretty much a lot of the same. It was all sort of the same as well after that, until Calasmos. Calasmos himself was tough. There isn't a real... I don't think there's a perfect way of actually beating him unless you over level, which I didn't want to do. Going to level 99, it probably would have helped, but I don't think there's an optimum way of dealing with that. At least from what I saw, there likely is, but I didn't have a lot of time. I've never seen that particular fight before. I've never fought it. A lot of Act 3 has been just going in blind and just doing things as they appeared. So that's my thinking at this moment in time. Everything everything's been pretty simple, pretty the same up until Calasmos. Which, honestly, for an end boss, you want them being tough, you want them being a danger. But they could have maybe given you a lot more build up to a lot more options in other fights, like some what I had. Honestly, it put me in a bit of a place of security that really wasn't secure in the fight against Calasmos. That's really what it is. I had to change my thinking a whole lot, and it did not work. What I wanted to do just did not work. Overall, I still think this is a good game. I don't think it's a great game, considering how simple a lot of the fights are and how easy it is to deal with for a lot of the cases. We'll see what's still to happen, because we've still got to deal with Tickington. There's still this one quest in Tantagel that has got to lead to something in Tickington. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. But overall, yes, there's draconian settings, but honestly, if we're just talking about a base game, it could have been a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think there's too much more to say about it. It's really just, let's see what the last bits bring. Now that I'm at level, now that I've defeated Calasmos, it is time for me to up to level 99. I make sure I'm getting everything I'm ready for in this last little bit, because the secret trial in itself is going to be something I've got to deal with. And whatever happens in Tickington. So yeah, we'll see. But overall, though, that is for next time. I'm sure there's going to be a clear save a thing in a moment to say what it is, so we can continue on, because yeah, there's got to be. Otherwise, it wouldn't have that one thing that we've got to go back to. Hello, you two.
Cooey. Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Morning, my darling. It's time to get up. Today's a very important day.